Welcome, this is Vijay from Dino Code Academy. So in this lecture we are going to continue the design of our quiz application. So let's start this lecture. So switch back to Android Studio. So in previous lecture we are successfully able to add this scoreboard. Now in this lecture we are going to add the question container and the rest of the buttons. So let's do it. So first go to the design editor, and from there I'm going to minimize this linear layout horizontal, and again I'm going to click on this linear layouts, means the layouts. From there to select any linear layout, so I'm going to select this linear layout and drag it at the linear layout vertical hierarchy. Instead of that, just drag a one text view. So click on this text view and then select the text view and drag it inside of this. Then again click on text. Now here you can see there are a lot of things are displayed. So first I'm going to minimize it. Now this is the linear layout in which we need to work, that is this one. So first change it into wrap content. Well, right now it's taking the whole space. Press a tab key, and now it's time to modify the content of this text view. So the first thing that we want, just click on this project tab so that you can see everything clearly. So first thing I'm going to type here a gravity. So this is the gravity that we want, and I'm specifying it to center. Then we need to specify the text size. So text size is going to be 25 SP. And the next thing that we want is a text style. So text style is going to bold, and then again our next thing is text color. So at this point of time I'm going to stick with the black color. So this is the text color that we want. Now inside of that we need to write some text so that we can see. Now I'm going to write a long text so that I can see that everything is working fine. Means if you enter only a small amount of text, that this doesn't going to be work well. So I'm going to add here some long text. So I'm going to type Dino Code. So I have added this tag, that is Dino Code Academy is a great place to learn coding. So now you can see this text is appearing, and this is the length of our question that we are going to display inside of this text view container. Now you can see it's very close to this, so we need to apply some padding. So to apply the padding, we are going to apply the padding property inside of this linear layout. So you can apply a padding, but the best way to specify the spaces between them is to use the, so I'm going to specify the margin top. So here is our margin top, press a tab key, and I'm going to specify into 30 dp. And also the gravity is going to be, so the gravity is not necessary because we already specify the gravity directly to the text view. Now you can see it looks little bit okay, but still it's not properly aligned. So we need to apply something like I am going to apply some padding because the padding is required. So I'm going to specify 10 dp. Now it looks okay. Now at this point of time it looks very small, but don't worry, we are going to apply some background drawables that we are going to code in the upcoming lectures. Then that background drawable will solve the issues and also the spacing issue. Now at this point of time we are going to now add the radio buttons to our screen. So again go to the design view and just simply close this linear layout, means to minimize it, and then again click on this layouts and go to the linear layout vertical, drag it the root layout linear layout vertical. Then instead of that we need a radio, so radio button. So first I'm going to type here radio group. So first we need a radio group. Just select the radio group and drag it inside this linear layout vertical. Again search for the radio. So this is the radio button that we want, drag it inside this, and again just click on this radio button, drag it inside the radio group, and again we need 4 of them, and the last one is this. So right now we have 4 radio buttons. Go to the text view of the XML, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to minimize the question container linear layout so that we can directly work on our this linear layout. Right now they are appearing to be very wider, means they are covering the whole space. So what we can do, we need to set some property. So the first thing that we need to change is the height property. Make it into wrap content. Now it looks okay. Then inside of that we need to specify margin top property. So again I'm going to type here margin top, and it's going to be 10 dp. Now these properties may vary depending upon the size of the device you have chosen, because I have a 5.0 device, that is this one. So you need to give the dimension according to the screen resolution of your, or maybe the screen size of your device. So that's why maybe you need to specify here margin top property that is almost 20 dp or maybe 30 dp. It's totally depend upon your own device which you are using for the development. Then the next property that we want inside the radio button, so first I'm going to specify ID, and I'm going to type here, that's the thing we want, and this is a radio button, so I'm going to specify the underscore, delete it, and this is a button, and here I'm going to specify 1. Similarly, I'm going to copy this, double click it, paste it, and here I'm going to change it to 2, and for this one, and change it to 3, and this one also paste it and change it to 4. Now I'm going to add some more property inside these radio buttons, so I'm going to add at the end, just going to type here text color. So text color, at this point of time I'm going to use the text color black, because later on we can change it with the custom designs that we have made. Then textile, so I'm not going to specify the textile because it doesn't look good. So text size is going to be 22 sp, and after that I'm going to specify the padding. So I'm going to specify the padding property from all sides, and just simply type here padding, which is going to be 12 sp, and also I'm going to specify the margin top property so that there is a gap between all of the buttons. So I'm going to type here 10 dp. Now in the introduction lecture you have seen that this radio button doesn't have the circle, and it looks like almost a natural button, that is this one. So how we can make this radio button to look like this Android button? So to do that we have to use two properties. So I'm going to add the property, and the first one is the button property. So I'm going to specify it here at the rate null. So when you specify the null, so you can see, so it's a preview problem. Now you can see the circle is gone, and you can see now, and the next property that we want is a freeze text, and the freeze text is going to be true. So you can Google these two properties. This is basically used to remove this circle of the radio button so that it looks like a simple button. Right now it doesn't have any ripple effect, but we are going to add it through the coding. Not a ripple effect, but we are going to add a best effect, better effect than the ripple effect, animation. So I'm going to copy this code from here, means the color text to freeze text, and paste it inside of all the other radio buttons. Paste it, and again press enter key and paste it, and then again press enter key and paste it. And the another thing that I want is a gravity. So I'm going to apply the gravity property directly to the radio group. So type here gravity and make it into center. Now all the buttons appearing at the center. And the last two property that we want is a padding. So I'm going to add the padding left property. So it's going to be 10 dp. And also I'm going to specify the padding right property. It is also going to be 10 dp. So that's it for this lecture. In next lecture we are going to add the custom drawables, means we are going to code the background drawable file inside this drawable directory. Let me show you. Inside this drawable directory, and then we can use these drawable to our UIs, that is text view and these buttons, and also we are going to add the confirm button, which is used to process the quiz operation. So we are going to do that all of these things in the next lecture. So that's all about this lecture. If you like this video, then share it with your friends, and if you are new to my channel, then subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get a notification when I upload a new lecture. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.